Have you ever completely drained yourself just trying to explain a perfectly reasonable decision? Meet Clara. She's a brilliant baker, but she carries a heavy, invisible burden, the desperate need to justify everything she does. But what happens when over-explaining actually costs her the biggest win of her career? Today, we are looking at why a true masterpiece never explains itself, and how dropping your own defensive shield can change everything. If you are ready to stop asking for permission to live your own life, hit that subscribe button and let's dive in. In a busy town famous for its hurried pace, lived a talented baker named Clara. Clara made the most delightful pastries, but she carried a heavy, invisible burden, the desperate need to be understood by everyone. If a customer asked why she didn't serve coffee, Clara wouldn't just say, "We only focus on baking." Instead, she would launch into a 5-minute apology, explaining her budget, her lack of counter space, and her fear of burning the beans. If she took a day off, she posted a long, defensive letter on her shop window justifying her rest. Clara believed that if she just explained her reasons clearly enough, no one would ever be disappointed in her. One crisp winter morning, Clara finished her biggest order yet, a towering 3-tier wedding cake. She had worked for 3 days straight. It was an absolute masterpiece. But when the bride's mother arrived to pick it up, her smile vanished. She pointed a sharp finger at the cake. "Where are the pink sugar roses?" Clara froze. She had explicitly agreed with the bride to use fresh white lilies. All she needed to say was, "The bride and I decided on lilies." Instead, the familiar panic set in. The defensive shield came up. Clara started talking, and she couldn't stop. "Well, you see, the pink dye actually alters the structural integrity of the buttercream," Clara stammered, her hands fluttering. "And sugar roses have a tendency to melt under the warm reception lights. Plus, I was just really worried I might ruin the texture, and I didn't want to risk it looking messy." The mother's expression shifted from confused to concerned. Clara's nervous rambling didn't sound like the expertise of a master baker. It sounded like an excuse. It sounded like a cover-up for a lack of skill. "If you weren't confident in your ability to make a simple sugar rose, you should have just told us," the mother said coldly. She canceled the order on the spot. The bell above the door chimed as she walked out. Clara stood alone in the quiet bakery, exhausted, heartbroken, holding a perfectly fine cake. Her own words hadn't just justified her choice, they had completely ruined her hard work. Heartbroken, Clara closed the shop and walked to the town square, sitting beside an old, quiet portrait artist named Julian. Julian had painted in the square for decades, rarely speaking. Clara poured her heart out to him, ending with, "I just wanted her to understand my choices. Why does my reasoning never work?" Julian continued mixing his paints. "Clara," he said gently, pointing to a beautiful, vibrant painting of a sunset on his easel. "Do you see any words written across this sky?" "No," Clara replied. "Imagine if I covered this canvas with sentences explaining why I used cadmium red instead of crimson, or why I painted the clouds soft instead of sharp," Julian said. "The explanations would hide the beauty of the art. Your choices are your art, Clara. When you constantly explain them, you paint over your own confidence. A masterpiece never explains itself. It simply exists." The next week, Clara decided to practice Julian's wisdom. It was incredibly uncomfortable at first. A regular customer came in and noticed Clara was closing an hour early. "Closing early today? Why?" the customer asked, crossing their arms. Clara felt the familiar anxiety rise in her chest. A dozen excuses rushed to her tongue. She had a headache, she needed to buy flour, the oven needed cleaning. She took a deep breath, smiled politely, and simply said, Yes, I am taking an early evening for myself today. Have a wonderful weekend. There was a brief, awkward silence. The customer blinked, surprised by the lack of a story, then simply nodded and said, "Oh, well, enjoy your evening, Clara," and walked out. Clara exhaled. The world hadn't ended. Over the next few months, Clara stopped writing essays on her shop window. She stopped apologizing for her menu. When she made a decision, she stood by it with a warm but firm smile. Her shop became more peaceful, and surprisingly, people respected her more. They stopped questioning her authority as a baker. Clara realized that over-explaining was a shield she used to ask for permission to live her own life. By dropping the shield, she gained back her time, her voice, and her peace of mind. Her actions, just like Julian's paintings, finally spoke for themselves. The next time you feel the urge to justify your choices, remember Clara. Drop the shield, stop asking for permission, and let your life be the masterpiece it is. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.